Hello, friends. Welcome to November's mystery stamping. Let me get myself pulled up here. It is November 16th today. I had, one of my kiddos had quite a few therapy appointments today, but they all went very smoothly and I was able to get home in time before we had to go live because I was worried about that yesterday. So, let me, get myself brought up here because it is taking forever on my other phone. Hello, Patty. So I hope you guys are getting all your stuff ready for the holidays. I know it seems like Thanksgiving is like just coming up so quickly. I can't believe it's like in a week. Well, a week and a day. It just really blows my mind how it's like already almost here. It just, what happened to the time? I thought I had like so many more weeks before the holidays were here, but I'm wrong. They're here. Oh, and of course this cough is going to kick in because I'm live. And for some reason, this cough decides to spring up on me as soon as I go live on a video. I don't know what the deal is. I can't explain it. I even have my water over here. I've been drinking my water to make sure that, oh shoot, I forgot to put my phone in do not disturb. So let me see if I can do it for my watch. I'm not sure if I can or not, but we're gonna try it because otherwise we could have problems here if somebody decides to try to oops, hold on, that's not it. Where is it? It's not that one. It's got to be this one then. There it is, Wednesday. Okay, we got to turn that on. It's on. Okay, let's make sure everything now goes to disabled mode. Hello, Danette. Haven't seen you pop in a few. Hello, Rhea. Hello, Nifa. So I'm going to hope that that just turned everything on to my do not disturb mode. I don't know. We'll just kind of fly with it and hope that nobody interrupts and tries to call me during a live. I have it set to do it every week, but then I think something came up. Oh no, because Wednesdays I don't do it every week. That's why, because I don't set it for that. You can't hear me. Is anybody else having a problem hearing me? Let me turn my other device up. Yep, I can hear myself. So your volume must be turned down or something because on my other device, I just heard myself echo and God knows we only need to hear me once. So we are here to do mystery stamping. I hope you guys got all your supplies together. If not, you can always grab your supplies. Oh, good. You can hear me too. Perfect. You can always grab your supplies and get your card made. It just needs to be submitted over on Pink Barn Stampers group, and it needs to be submitted by the 23rd. So the 23rd evening, I will draw a winner, and all you have to do is submit the card that you make. So you need to follow the layout that I make. Everybody's going to use different paper. Everybody's going to use different stamps. That's gravy. That's kind of the whole point of mystery stamping is we're all going to do the same layout, but every card's going to be different because you guys get to use whatever paper you have. And let me say, you don't have to use Stampin' Up! Products for this. This is just to get us all creating and crafting together. Hello, Vicky. So this month, I have decided to give away these blue adhesive backed gems. These are very, very beautiful. I wanted to give these away because I thought these are very wonderful for winter cards. If you've got snowflake stamps or any kind of winter snowmen, these are perfect for those cards. They're very blingy, they're very shiny. You've got balmy blue here and you've got night of navy. Welcome, Vicky from South Dakota. I hope your guys' weather is good back there. I know here in Tucson, Arizona, we've been very mild. What were we today? We were about 65 is as warm as it got here. Now I know to some of you, you're like, oh my goodness, that's summer weather for you. Well, for here, 65 is, look at this, sweater weather. When we went to California over the weekend for our on-stage event, I went over to the Anaheim one. One of my team members went with us. My mom went with me and a team member. And while we were there, we had stopped and we did a little bit of shopping, and she gifted us all by buying us all these super cute, look, these sweaters. They have like little gingerbread. Look at the little Christmas tree. Can you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it on camera here, but it's got a little candy cane. It's got little gingerbreads. They're kind of hard to see, but I love this like champagne color, and you can see how soft it is, but it is just as equally soft in the inside. Oh, it's like heaven. Heaven on the skin, I tell you what, it's like floating on a cloud. So, or as much as what I can think of floating on a cloud would be like, since I've never done that before. So, oh, those of you who are going to be, it's 17 there. Holy smokes, artichokes. Ah, wow. So those of you who are going to come to my in-person class tomorrow, I am holding an in-person class. I do it the third Thursday of every month and the second Sunday of every month. But it didn't happen this Sunday this month because, like I said, we were over in California for the on-stage event. So I'm holding one class this month. It is going to be making the Christmas cards. You still have time to sign up for that class. Just go into my events as long as you're here local to me and you want to come out. But as an extra bonus, we always make 3 cards, and and I give you the envelopes and you get to make them match. But because Christmas is coming, I wanted to do a little bit of something extra for the people who are coming. Look what we're going to be making. So I showed you guys one the other day. This one right here I made, and I used some puffy paint on that, and then I heated that up. So that was one that I'm going to hang on my tree because I just love that country look. But for those of you who are attending tomorrow evening's or afternoon's class, this is what I have decided that you guys are going to make. And I'll supply the twine and everything that you can hang it on your tree. But I don't know if you guys can see it, but on all of these snowflakes, I've added some Wink of Stella to make it shimmer, because we need a little bit of shimmer in our life every once in a while. And it's going to be just a super cute little ornament. So I hope you guys enjoy making that tomorrow. And then it will help you guys with creating some of those yourselves. I wish everybody lived here close to me, because I would love you all to come to my classes. They are wonderful. I love being able to craft with you guys, hence the fact why I do this mystery stamping with you. Okay, so let's get into this. So on the, okay, so mystery stamping. So for this month's paper pumpkin that is in rotation, this goes until December 10th. This is Good Things Come in Small Packages paper pumpkin kit. This is going to make 16, you heard me right, 16 gift card holders, 2 each of 8 designs. So you are definitely going to want to get this kit. They are all occasions gift boxes. So as you can kind of see the little picture up here, they're not set for like the holidays. They're not, you can gift them for any occasion. So just know that. And they're great little boxes to have on hand because you never know somebody you're going to meet or somebody you run into and they tell you it was their birthday or whatever. So you need to have just a little gift card laying around. Speaking of that, I am going to show you on the card that we make today an alternative to also turning this card that we're making into a gift card holder. Because right now with the holidays coming up, it's always nice to have extra cards on hand. And then if somebody you need to give like a little $5, $10, I know $5 doesn't go very far anymore, but a $10, $15 card, Starbucks card or something like that, this card that we're making tonight would turn into a great little gift card holder for that. So we'll get into that. But all the details for this kit are on my page and also over on my blog. You can find out more details about that and for subscribing to this. We have a super amazing, awesome, fabulous, wonderful sale going on right now. You guys are not going to want to let this slip away. So this ends on the 18th. So this ends Friday. Just know that pretty much every stamp set, punch, die cut, what else? Did I say punch? Stamps. Oh, embossing folders. I'll kind of just give you the rundown on that. Are all on sale. So let me go through this and tell you what is on sale. You can actually print this PDF off. If you signed up to my newsletter, you would have gotten the newsletter in your email. I put a link in there to print this off so you can see all the sales prices. Also, you can get this over on my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com. And if you go to promotions and scroll down, you'll find the seasonal sale. That's where you can print this thing off, this downloadable PDF. So punches, all punches are 10% off. Now, like I said, this is only for the annual catalog. So the big, thick catalog is what this pertains to. That's why you have 7 pages here because there's a lot in that catalog. 15% off stamp sets. Now that it does exclude the hostess sets because those are earned, not bought. That's stamp sets. Look at all these pages of stamp sets. I'm telling you guys, there is a lot in that catalog. Dies are 20% off. Embossing folders are 20% off. And designer series paper is 20% off. Now just know that that excludes the specialty designer series paper, but all this other paper is all 20% off. So normally papers are around $12. You are going to save 20%, which would then make them $9.60. So under $10 for one of those gorgeous packs of our paper. Also, don't forget, we have the Fitting Florets collection going on right now. This is a limited time collection, and limited time is on the embellishments, the framed festive stamp set, along with this delicious paper right here. You're going to definitely want to get your hands on this paper. This paper is not on that sale because, like I said, that sale is for the annual catalog. So this paper, you're going to want to add it to your order, though, and you're going to want to grab 2 of them because, like I said, it is limited. It only is going to be available through January or until they run out of the supplies. Okay? And that's one of those, this bundle up here is in the new January catalog. But you're going to really want this whole set because it is one of those all occasion sets. So when you go over and you add all that awesomeness to your cart, please use my host code. That's what helps me be able to do these Wednesday mystery stamping and be able to bring you guys these fabulous gifts. Also, it helps me to be able to bring you guys these free classes. So please use my host code. When you use my host code, I will also send you a free gift in the mail. So just know that. Also, if you don't have the things and you don't want to sit down and you don't want to make your own cards, just know that I sell 20 pre-made cards, beautiful cards, might I add, for $25 plus $8.95 priority shipping. So, That's a little bit under, that's like $1 and change for a card, for these beautiful, fabulous cards that you guys watch me make. God knows how many times a month that I do this. So, you guys, this is a really good deal, and getting yourself 20 cards. They're all occasion cards in there. I will pretty much always try to make sure I put one of every holiday in there. So you'll have cards in there to, always a different occasion to hand to somebody. Okay. All right. So that is our news. Let me get all this out of the way. Take a drink here. Okay. Our card for this month, I'm going to be using the Merriest Moments stamp set. Now, all I need this stamp set for is just one of the sentiments. Now, I can always add some of this, but I've decided to just add some paper, or yeah, some designer series paper that matches my card. So you can do it that way, or you can stamp up your little inside, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get this going. So your base for your card, I had said your base needs to be 5.5 by 4.25. So just one little size of a card base, but we're not opening this. This is our card base. This is it. So you can make a lot of these. You can make 4 of these out of one full size sheet, your 8.5 by 11. Okay. So that is our base. Hello, Anna. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Leslie. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for coming in here and joining. Okay. Then I said that you need to have some cardstock the same color as your base, which needs to be, so since I picked Evening Evergreen for my base, my cardstock is Evening Evergreen as well. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Then I need to, it also says that you need a scrap of that same color. So there's my scrap. Then next on the list was your designer series paper. You needed a 10.5 by 4. Now, grab out your scoring tool because we're going to do some scoring now. Okay, my scoring blade no longer stays in my track because as soon as I open that, see, it falls right out. So, I have to keep mine safe because otherwise it gets lost. Now, with your designer series paper, let me tell you something. You've got 2 sides. So as you can see, this side is directional. So let me show you what I mean before you saw into this or before you start scoring this. Oh, see, it will not even just stay in there. Stay. We are pretty much going to make a pocket. So you can decide whether or not you want this side, because then you're going to go like this, and then we're going to fold this down. Do you guys see what I'm kind of doing there? So since I like this florally print, I want more of it to show. Now, that being said, it is not directional. It's kind of sporadic and all over the place. Oops, let me move up a little bit further. Let me show you that again. So we're going to go like this, and that is going to be our pocket. Do you see what where I'm going here? All right, so that being said, we're only going to see a little bit of this, but my branches, I want to go up like a normal tree, because otherwise, if my branches were sitting like that, that looks goofy, right? So watching my paper, I know I'm going to watch my big piece here when I go to score, and then I'm going to score the little piece here, because then I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to fold it like that, okay? So I know, first off, I need to score my paper at... Where was my scoring? Blah, 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 blah. Score at 5 1/4. Okay. And then I need to score at, so again, watching my direction on my underneath, my direction is going to go with my big piece on the bottom and then my small piece at the top. Then I need to, so I just scored it at 5 1/4, and now I'm going to score at 1 1/2. So flipping this around, I'm going to score like that. So let me fold this and show you what I mean. Because I think I probably am more confusing than what it needs to be. So looking at your piece and then looking at your base, I know that I want this piece down. Now, if I wanted to flip this over, I'm going to need to score it the other way. I would need to score my big piece like this and then score my small one here, because then at that moment, I would need to go like this and then like this and then down like that. So my trees would all be facing the same direction. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope you guys understand that. But since I want this side to be my inside, I'm flipping it upside down. So now my trees will now be facing kind of, I mean, they're kind of upside down once you place it on the thing. So we're going to go like this. We're going to fold this up on that. So you pretty much folded it in half, and now your trees are facing the correct way on the front side, but on the underneath, they're backwards. It's kind of hard with directional paper, and I probably shouldn't have picked a directional, but you guys need to know this, because if you've picked a directional paper, I don't want to, you know, disregard that you have a direction. Okay, now I'm just going to fold this down on that little 1.5 line, and there is my design, just like that. Okay, does that make sense? So now we're seeing both sides, but this direction is correct. But if I was to flip that over, it's upside down. Goofy, right? But just the way it works. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the back part, the upside down design, and I'm just going to glue that. Or no, I'm not. Don't glue it yet. Don't do that. No, no. Oh, no, 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 no. You need either ribbon or twine. I picked this ribbon or this linen thread here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take this and I'm just going to hold kind of a length there and then just wrap this around, holding this. Now, if it's easier for you, you could absolutely wrap it around the whole base, but I want to hide the back. I don't want anybody to see that. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And then I'm just going to tie a little bow on here, because that is what's going to hold my pocket closed. Hello, Noreen. Better late than never, right? Okay, so that is what's going to hold that closed. Now I'm going to cut off this little piece right here. Okay, so that is going to be the only thing that is holding my pocket closed. Now we can take this and glue it. But because I've got a little bit of, so if you ever get your ribbon and you can't get it tight enough, always know there's a cheater's method. Hold on a minute, let me show you. So I just grab a piece of tape and then I pull it tight on the back. And then when I push it together, then I can tape that down. And who's gonna know? Only you're gonna know. Because now that kind of cinched that gap that I had on this front side of this, okay? Now I can glue this straight down onto my base. And yes, this will fit into a standard envelope, and I'll show you that as soon as we get it done. So you can gift this as a regular card. Okay, so there's our little pocket. We're not going to glue any sides because nothing's going to fall out of it, because we've got this little piece of ribbon in here. And you can move this down to wherever you like it. If you want it down a little bit further, then, you know, you put it where you want it. But that's going to hold that closed. Now, this is that other piece of designer series paper. This is the one that is the 3 3/4 by 5. Then we need some either vanilla or white. Now, since my background on my paper is white, I'm going to go with the white. You needed a piece of basic white or vanilla that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. That is then going to layer right on there, just like that. We're going to decorate this a little bit. We're not going to go too crazy. And then you just need a scrap of white because this is either going to go with your punch or your dies that you're using. Now, I put on there that you need to have like some kind of nesting die or 2 different sizes that kind of coordinate together. Now, what I chose is I picked my layering circles dies, and I'm going to use these 2 circles. If you guys saw the picture, you saw those laying there. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to grab my little emboss machine here, and I need my scrap of white and my scrap of the Evening Evergreen. And I don't know, wink of Stella. I don't know why she's sitting here, but she's trying to make a presence. That's okay. She's beautiful. We'll let her. Okay, and then we're going to pull out our machine. Grab my plates. Okay, so for my bigger circle that is going to be kind of the back layer, I'm going to do that on Evening Evergreen. Okay, there's my back layer. Now you can choose to either stamp now and then, oops, wrong one. Stamp now on your scrap and then line your circle up around it, which normally works a lot better. And I should probably do that as we are talking about it. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, maybe don't do that either because that could really make you wonky. All right, let me grab I need to get some new, look at this. I've just been having a heyday on this. So I'm just gonna lay my little white scrap on there and let's grab, Together is the merriest place to be. I like that because I was debating whether or not A Joyful Christmas to You and Yours. Both of them, I really like it, but I like that. Together is the merriest place to be. Okay, so let's find that one right here. And then grab a block. Let's not lose that. Okay. And where did my card go? Okay, it's right here. So I think I'm going to stamp this paper. Now this paper is an old Celebrations paper. It is not something that we have current, which is okay because like I said, we're all going to be using different paper. I am going to grab Poppy Parade because that's the red that is in that. So Poppy Parade, where are you hiding? Okay, here's Poppy. Let's use her because she's a beautiful red, bright and cheery. And so I'm just going to stamp this. Give it a few seconds to marinate in there. Why do I feel like I'm so tipped forward? Okay. Oh, isn't that just so gorgeous? Wow. That is such a pretty red. I tell you what. Very holiday, very festive. Okay, now this is going to fit very snug, but it's going to fit. I promise. Okay, so now we're going to grab the plates again. So plate 1 goes down first, and then you've got 2 number 2s. So your more Haggerty one, the one that you do all your cutting, is going to go next. And then you're going to put your paper, then your die. Okay, just like that. Now you may have punches that are 2 different sizes too, like a 1/4 of a size difference. You could absolutely do this with a punch. Okay, there is my circle. Now let me move these things so I don't lose them because I have a tendency to just kind of shove things. And if I do that, then I lose dies and I don't want to do that. All right, now let's go into this part of it. So this is going to be the inside of our pocket. Now this piece right here, I'm just going to glue this right to that evening evergreen. Now I will tell you, these circles, these layering circles are on sale in our seasonal sale right now. Let me tell you just really quick, if you don't have circle dies, and let me show you the set really quick. This has so many circles, like all these coordinate together. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these solid circles, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of your scalloped circles. Can you see those? So you've got scalloped ones that are just a hair of an inch smaller than some of these. Unless you take 2 sizes up, then you could do that one with this one, and then you have a bigger outside edge like I did on this one. So these all coordinate very well together. Let me tell you really quick how much those are. Let me get to the dies. Okay, dies, those are called the layering circles. Okay, helps if I go to the, okay, so layering circles are normally $35, but you're gonna save 20%, so they're $28 for that set. Like, hoop hop hooray. Everybody needs some good circles in their life. Trust me. Okay, then we're gonna take this and we're going to put some dimensionals on this. And I'm just going to kind of angle it right underneath. Whoops, it helps if I get the sentiment straight, right? Put that there, and then I'm just going to kind of lightly lift that bow so it kind of just hangs over the top of that. Just like that. That is the front of our card. That is done. Now going to the inside. So on the supplies that I told you to grab, you needed to get a 1/2 inch strip to go on this little inside right here. It's going to run, it is 4 3/4. No, hold on. It is 3 3/4 of an inch wide. Now, we could absolutely do it that way. That would work fine and dandy, but I want to show you an alternative if you want to turn this into, because this is now going to slide inside of this and be a little pocket, and then they slide this out. Making this an alternative choice for you, you could grab a 3 3/4 inch wide and then do a 2 1/4 inch piece. This is going to be the same size as your white strip here. You can go like that. And now you can take a gift card. Now, how you're going to adhere this to make sure this handy dandy little gift card can get in there is you are just going to take a thin bead, a very thin bead of glue only around your 3 sides, okay? Then you're going to take that and you're going to stick that on there. Okay, so all you have are your outsides that are glued down. This is still open. Now, what I normally like to do is I normally like to grab one of my punches. This one's kind of fancy right here. This one will work. So see how this has got this kind of little weird, this is called the Label Me Lovely. I would just simply take this and just cut off just a small little section of that. See, now that just gives you a little opening there. So when you lay this on here, let me glue this white piece on really quick. And I cannot wait to see the ideas that you guys come up with for this, whether you make it a gift card holder to hand somebody a gift card, but make it kind of fancy, or whether or not you just use this as a regular card. Okay, so once your 3 sides are very lightly glued, you can then take your gift card And since this little piece right here is going to be your part where you lift up, you will just then slide that right in there like that. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? And because this is like that, this will hide your gift card right inside of there, and they wouldn't even know it has a gift card in it until they take that and pull that out. So cute, right? The other thing, you can get really fancy and you can take a ribbon and kind of, I don't have a ribbon that matches, but I'm just going to show you guys just because I have ribbon here. This is clearly not the color that I would use for this, but you can take a piece of ribbon, fold it over itself, put it on here, and then just staple. Just put a staple across that. It's kind of a cool look. And then when this is in here, they can grab this as the little pulley lever and pull that out of there. So, oops. So that kind of gives you guys some more things to go on. Or if you just want to keep this card simple, just take your little strip across there. Okay, perfect, Kay. I can't wait for you guys to make this yourselves and get the photos put over there on Pink Barn Stampers group. I love to see your guys' ideas because I can only come up with so much. You guys are fabulous with coming up with things. Even if you wanted to dress this up a little bit the way it was, you could come in here with some of this greenery and put a greenery on here. You guys know all the things, right? So, or even take something like these leaves and do them across the top, because then when that's in there, they're going to just see the top up here. I think just to keep this simple, I'm going to just put this strip on here because that's what the card was intended to be. And like I said, I like to keep it on the simple side for new stampers. But those of you who are seasoned stampers, I wanted to give you another little cute idea. And even if you're not a seasoned stamper, you could still absolutely do that. It is super easy. Again, this is only a 2 1/4 strip by 3 3/4. And then that just fits right over that little white piece. And then your gift card can slide in there. Okay, just to show you that again. Okay, that little piece is good. Again, like I said, we could take and we could dress this up a little bit. We could put the word joy up there. But again, I'm going to keep it simple. This is then going to slide in there just like that. You can put it at an angle so they can see the difference and they know. I think it is important to put that little pulley thing on there just so they know that this pulls out, because some people wouldn't know that. They would just look at this and be like, that's kind of cool. But especially if this was all decorated up, it might blend in with whatever paper choice you have, and they wouldn't see that this gets pulled. I was toying with it to see if I can run glue down the side, but if you wanted to make your pocket card a hair smaller, then you can run glue down there. But this thing, I'm telling you, it's not going, it can't come out of there. It's physically impossible unless they were to cut the twine or untie that, but it can't come out. So you don't have to put glue on there. Just make things simple on yourself, especially if you need to make a bunch of these for Christmas or something. Don't tie it. Just wrap that over. I mean, don't glue it. Just put your little ribbon on there. Your ribbon's going to hold it just how you need it. Throw a little tag on the top or a little pulley up there. And then you've got some super cute, something different besides just a open and shut card. And especially if you need to give gifts to any of your fellow demonstrators, any of your team members, these are great little gifts to give. Like I said, throw a little $10 gift card in there for Starbucks and just, you know, let them know that you appreciate them or whatnot, or hand it to your mail person or, you know, your local, what am I thinking? Like a receptionist. They love getting little things like that. And I think more and more nowadays, we need to go back to some good old wholesome thank you, just a little notion, just a little gift for someone. You don't have to go big, even if you do $5. Geez, there's a lot of those people who drink Starbucks on a daily. $5 for them, that pays for half their drink, depending on what drinks they buy. But you know what I'm saying. just a little bit of a thank you, a little notion that, you know, we're those people that we care. It's going to go a long way. It truly is. And then they're going to take this and they're going to look at it. And then you may have just gained yourself a new customer if you're a demonstrator. Otherwise, you know, you've just made somebody's day. So, okay, I am going to now, when I go off of here, I'm going to go take a picture of this. You're going to see that picture over on Pink Barn Stampers group. So if you're not a part of that group and you've made this card with me, you will need to go over there to submit the photo of your card. Okay, so you're going to look for this card in the comments. That's where you're going to post your picture of your card. But even if you didn't do it tonight, I don't want you to think that you're cut off. Absolutely not. I'm giving you a full week. So all the way until next Wednesday, the 23rd, for you to recreate this card. Okay? All you have to do is come back and watch this video. I will post it over on YouTube if you have problems finding it later here on Facebook. So it will be over on YouTube as well. Stampin' the Pink Barn is where you will find that. And I hope you guys give this a try. This is such a cute, fun card. All right, thank you all for joining me tonight. Please don't forget, this is my host code when you go and you buy some of those seasonal sale items, because like I said, that ends on Friday. Don't let that sneak by you. And if you're a demonstrator, you guys know that you get your discount on top of that. So you guys have a blast shopping away. Make sure, if your family and your friends have a hard time knowing what to get you guys for the holidays, there's a good idea. And you're going to get more because they can spend more on you and get you more items. So, all right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I can't wait to see what you guys create. All right, you guys, bye.